back to Cherry Hill Farm. We are not severe at the moment, but we are dry. When the rain quit, it really quit. And we're trying to grow sweet corn. We got like a half an acre right here. I got some more in other blocks, and I got some. This is the first we planted. I won't call it early because I certainly didn't get it in early. But this is our first block, and we got more blocks coming along. But as you can see, it's like dry. There's a little bit of moisture in here, but that's from these rainbirds right here. And I don't think I've ever showed y'all these. This is not, I ain't got no big solid set. I wish I did. Wish I could find some that was affordable. But what we've got here is just some risers that the local irrigation place made up for me. They set on tees for blue lay flat with an aluminum riser, and then it's just got a Rainbird 30 on top. And they do pretty good. I'm fixing to go fire the pump up, and I'll show you how it works. And it works pretty slick, because this will water one block. It's supposed to be a 30-foot circle, but it actually goes further than that, because this block right here's it's 20 rows, and they're 30-inch rows, so whatever that is. And these little rainbirds will water this patch of sweet corn perfectly. And I've got to use it over here. I'm not sure that our electric pump on the other side of the farm's got enough power behind it to run those 4 sprinklers, but this 2-inch pump down here in the creek will. So it works well because we've already got the plumbing out here for it. All the blue lay flat for our drip irrigation is already run out here, and the only thing that I have to do, and I'll show you, is I have to bypass the sand filters. And that's just a simple little coupling I made. Nothing to it really. I mean, you could just take the 2 pieces of blue lay flat off and put an actual pipe coupling in there. But I just made a little short piece of lay flat with 2 males on the end of it. That's all it takes to bypass the sand filters. The reason I want to bypass them is because they cut down on the pressure. And I'm going to go down here and fire this pump up and get some water running on this sweet corn. Because you can tell, we dry. Another little hot tip for you on budget irrigation system like this is this Predator pump in particular, but a lot of pumps are made very similar. They're going to have some type of plug up top for you to pour water in to prime them. And this little 6.5 horsepower motor with this pump, the way it works, if you let your pump run out of gas, there's about 1,000 foot of blue lay flat ahead of this heading out to the field. So there is all that pressure, and there's quite a bit of rise. I would say 75 foot of rise between here and the field. So there's a lot of pressure on this thing, and when you crank it under pressure, it does not have enough power to overcome that water pressure to start pushing it that way. So what I do on these pumps is it's actually worked out. It's 3/4 pipe thread on these Predators, and I screwed a nipple in, put a valve on it, came up, put an elbow, and I'll show you how it works. I just wanted to tell you about it before I crank it. But this is how I prime it when it's under pressure. which most of the time it is, because it takes a good 24-36 hours for the pressure to go down, because you got connections like this one that leak just a little bit. But this will get her going. It takes a few minutes, not a few minutes, it takes 30 seconds or so of blowing water out, letting pressure off, and it'll catch prime, and then it's off to the races. I think the reason it's like that is because it's easier for it to push that air that's in the pickup line. There's a foot valve on this pump, but I've never got it to hold water. I don't know if the rubber in it is bad or what, but I think it's easier for it to push that air that's in the pickup tube out that little vent when you open it than it is for it to try to push that air against that line pressure. I think that's what makes a difference, but it makes a tremendous difference in getting it to prime. Alright, so I just wanted to throw up this quick little video to let you know that if you're small or if you're getting started, that you don't have to go spend $5,000–6,000 on a pump or thousands of dollars on sprinklers and pipe for a new solid set, or even around my area, even with all the tobacco farms struggling and selling equipment and stuff, you're still going to spend $3,000 to $5,000 for a small setup of solid set irrigation. So I just wanted to make a little video here to show you that you can, it is possible to irrigate fairly affordably. Now, I mean, I'm not irrigating a ton here, but I mean, this stuff is movable. You might require more elbow grease, but it's not unreasonable to think you could water 3 or 4 acres with this. You just have to do it in sections. And I mean, for the sprinklers, not counting the 1,000 foot of blue lay flat, which that's fairly spendy. It's not crazy expensive. If you just count the pump and the sprinklers and the lay flat that's right around it, I mean, you're looking at less than $500 for everything, and I'm watering a ½ acre right here. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.